Hello everyone, it's Rosin, and I'm here today with a art book review. So I don't buy many art books, this is only like the 4th or 5th that I own, but I thought I'd do one for the Art of Persona 5 art book that just, as of, I think it came out today in English, so yeah, I just ordered this off of Amazon. I'll have a link to it down below. Now, the premium edition of Persona 5 did come with a little miniature art book. It wasn't too extensive, and honestly, I know I've talked to a few other people that had the same problem. The binding on it was actually kind of low quality. Like, I've only opened it, like, maybe 7 times, and I'm worried that pages are gonna fall out soon and shit like that, so wasn't the greatest, but this is thick enough and definitely high quality enough. This is really nice from what I've flipped through of it. But yeah, this will definitely satisfy your need for a Persona 5 art book. So actually, it's soft cover, but it does come with a dust jacket, which I have to say this is probably the only book I own that has a dust jacket for a soft cover book. So let me just take it off so I can show it to you real quick. So those are the little inner folds there, and then the rest of the sleeve is just like this. You can fully extend it. So it's pretty nice, it's cool. I didn't need it, but I mean, I appreciate it. The book itself is just the cover of the steelbook version of the game. That image extends onto the back, and I accidentally folded it. So that's great, but yeah, it's just this really nice red hue to it, so I dig it. Got your little cover photo there. Now, the art book is segmented out into different sections, so we start with just some like illustrations and stuff like that, different magazine covers, publicity images, stuff like that came out before the game. Sorry about the shadow there, I'm kind of in a awkward lighting situation. Then we go into main characters, like 10 to 20 pages dedicated, actually maybe a little more than that, around 30 for most of the characters. And it also it goes into different like it starts off with their like official sketches, and then it goes into some of their different images throughout the game, like all-out attack stills and stuff like that. The little cut-ins that show up when characters emote, and then it also shows some of like the working designs that they had that they then threw out. And there's a little bit of commentary on how they decided to go with certain design elements of the characters and what they decided to throw out and stuff like that. So that's neat. I got a lot of side character stuff, some antagonist stuff over there, more side character and like other guest character type stuff. And then there's just a little final section on the world of the game, some of the different areas and backgrounds that they used. One called in-game props, which I didn't see that when I was flipping through it first time. And then also, yeah, it just ends with showing off the different working designs they had for the game's cover art, so that's neat. But yeah, this is a really high-quality book. I like this a whole heck of a lot. Let me just show an example of like a character page. So let me, yeah, looks like we're on Ryuji here. Let me just flip through. So yeah, you can kind of see they have the different versions of him. So they all start off with this little like stat fact block type thing. Again, sorry about the shadow there of my camera. But yeah, like they have like favorite food, hobbies, family, habits, initial persona, stuff like that. So that's really fun. I'm a little torn because I like the creator commentary a lot and what they have, but I do. So I think I'm only saying this because I have the Shin Megami Tensei 4 art book too, and they have like a lot of different interviews and other stuff in there that kind of goes way more in depth on their like thoughts on the game and like other stuff that they're just thinking at the time they made it, and I really liked that a lot, and I kind of wish we got a little bit more insight with this book. Yeah, it just kind of weirds me out that that stuff is missing, because this book is a lot thicker than the SMT4 one, but there's less actual written material, so I'm a little bummed by that. I'm also, the only other thing that I could really say as like a disappointment is these different background pages and like kind of talking about the different areas. It's not much, and I kind of wish we got a little more insight on their thoughts coming up with the city. Just how they wanted to portray urban life and kind of their ideology going into portraying that. But they don't really got much. They just got a lot of images, and you get a little bit here and there, but there's I feel like they could have had more interviews with the different designers and stuff like that, or just a little bit more on their research process. Because I know in the one that came with the Platinum edition of the game or whatever, they talk a little bit about how they used to go out to the city all the time making this game just to get inspiration, and I kind of want to learn more about that and stuff. You do get a little bit more with the characters, definitely. Like, they kind of go with why they threw out certain designs and why they decided to stick with certain design elements, and you know, how to visually portray a character and show off personality just through, you know, looks alone and stuff like that. So that's really fun. And I mean, overall, the art is just fantastic. There's just over 400 pages of beautiful art. So that's really cool. Yeah, I dig this a lot. I do, like I said, wish there was a little bit more written content in here, but I mean, if you like the Persona 5 aesthetic, I think that this art book is a must-buy for you, and it's actually not super pricey, at least for now. I don't know how limited the printing is of this book, but I just got it early just because I wanted it. So yeah, I'll link to it down below. I recommend it, but I do wish it had a little bit more interviewee type stuff. Have a good one. Bye.